You're good. Can you tell me a bit about your company's history and the role in the agricultural machinery?
Yeah, so Horsche started in 1984 in Germany. Founder is Michael Horsche. He's still the founder and operator of the company.
Yep.
And in North America, we have the Mapleton factory, which is run by his son, Lucas. So why they started Horsche was because Michael Horsche was a farmer himself.
Yep.
So what he wanted to do on the farm, nobody had. So he created products to make farming easier for himself.
Yeah.
And then the neighbor would be like, hey, we're building that. And that's how Horse started because it was innovation. So no-till drills. They had the first ones in Germany. They had a Terra, it's called a Terra horse, so it was a trike.
Yeah.
They had a self-propelled seeder at one point in Germany with a rotary power wheel on the back, and then the seating unit behind it.
Yeah.
And then the seed tank is right behind the cab. So that was products that nobody else had.
All right.
And they were leaps and bounds ahead of everybody. But that product died off because it's expensive,
Right.
it's hard to build. And so then they got in, what was it, 2000 roughly? They got into the corn planting business. And Michael Horsche actually came to the US to learn about because in Europe it wasn't really a big thing. So he came here, they worked with precision, they used some other ideas from other companies and made the Maestro. So the Maestro today is here because they came to the States, they went around the world, tried to figure out what was really best way to make a planter for everything.
Yeah.
And to this day, even that leaf sprayer, there's certain components on it now
They're like original for the.
that are on it because the farmer said, I really like this feature.
Yeah.
So that is the thing with all the products Horsch makes. It's designed for the customer by the customer.
For satisfaction.
It's nothing is on there because an engineer is sitting in the room and said, I think that would look good on there.
That's engineers on the ones out in the field.
No.
Yeah.
So the hill compensation on that machine, so that machine when it is lowered, driving in the field on a side hill, it'll actually level the cab out.
Is it fully up?
That's fully lifted now.
Yeah, really?
But that whole system was tested in Ontario.
Yeah.
And it's on there now because the farmer in Ontario said, hey, can we do this? And they said, yeah, let's do it.
It's just fully hydraulic.
So any little thing like that is on there because the customer wanted it.
Yeah.
I've never worked for a manufacturing company that listens to the farmer and actually says, all right, it's a problem, we'll address it.
Yeah.
So it's 100% a customer focused.
That's really great. I actually really like that.
Yeah, it's unreal. And the founders are still involved regularly in the company.
Yeah.
And then Lucas Horsche is going to be the next successor, which he does run North America. I can call him whenever I want,
Really?
ask him questions. If I need a customer's complaining about something that I need to get Germany on it right away, it goes right to him. And then he escalates up the ladder.
So it's like direct and kind of
Extremely direct.
That's actually really awesome.
Yeah.
On the business side of things, I'm sure that makes things easier.
It's a little bit cumbersome sometimes when he calls you at 9 o'clock on Friday night and you have to answer.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's I've never worked for an industry like that. Like I've been in agriculture since I was 19. Not going to say how many years that is now, but it's over 20.
I'm not going to ask you that.
But I've worked with John Deere. I've worked with Aggie. I've worked with Vaderstad, who was a Swedish manufacturer. And when I interviewed for Horsche, they said, why don't you want to work for North America? Like, why not go to Deere? Why not go somewhere like that? I said, I don't want to. I've tasted the European structure on how they build and their customer focus. North American equipment is not. It's built because some engineers sat on this derriere and said, that looks great. Let's do it.
Yeah.
So no, that's
the way things go.
That's the Horsche way. And our motto is we'll find a way.
Yeah. It's a good model.
And,
Yep.
and literally that's true to the day. And we joke about it all the time.
Yeah.
because someone says, "Oh, I can't do that." I'm like, "I'm fine, don't worry."
Yeah.
So yeah,
I've been to Germany twice.
Yep.
And I've seen the way they farm things. My aunt and they live in a really small town in
Yep.
Germany.
Yep.
So the way they farm is like it's like super long strips.
Yep.
And they have like these little tractors with tillers that are like probably
Yep.
10 or 15 people.
oh yeah.
Yeah, so they just farm like straight lines rather than having big open fields.
And we have stats in Quebec for us, and our German built products really do very well with smaller, so 8-row planters, 6-row planters, 3-meter jokers, 4-meter rippers sell like crazy over here.
Yeah, I bet.
Whereas in Ontario here, we're a blend of the North American built and the European products. So we sell probably 50-50 in Ontario because of that. So we have narrow roads
Yeah.
that we need to get down, and too many people don't care about farming equipment on the road. So the smaller you can get and still have a 40-foot system is insane.
Yeah, let me get to
Yep.
What are the latest products or technologies that Horsche has developed? How do they address the current challenges?
So I'll stick with just a name on this. So our boom height control is leaps and bounds ahead of anybody else.
Yeah.
So we have a pendulum system in the back, so it's rotating.
Mhm.
It's not fixed. So that allows us to have constant flow. And the boom system is like your arms.
It makes it more steady, right?
So we actually are able to hinge here and here. So if you're in a contour and the sensor's reading here, it'll actually lift that sensor like that.
So it'll keep the cab like flat, and then it'll like
That's-
rotate.
That's just the booms. So it literally, your booms will be going across the field, and you have a knoll coming up in the middle, a standard North American sprayer. If it's that section, the radar isn't reading that,
Yeah.
it'll literally clean that right out.
Oh,
Whereas our machine, we have 8 sensors, it'll read that and it'll flex the boom so the tip is still down and the inside comes up. So that's where we lead in the sprayer world because of that.
that's amazing.
We can drive at 20 miles an hour doing tall corn, and that boom just stays steady and just goes like this through the field, contouring with machine. It's beautiful.
What do you look for when hiring?
Honestly, the biggest thing is life experience.
Really?
So I went to college for police foundations,
For what?
police foundations, so to be a cop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, didn't work out. I got into agriculture. So I really only have a grade 12 education. And I've been a territory manager now for 3 years, with Horsche for a year and a half. But I started off as a sprayer operator at a local co-op. I got hired on to be a salesman at that company, an agronomist. And then I got into selling John Deere bike sprayers. And that life experience, they want that more than somebody who just got out of university with a massive degree in whatever, because you can learn everything you want from a book,
Yeah.
but unless you sit in a seat,
Yeah.
you don't know anything.
You gotta walk the walk, you know?
And they want people who had the heartache of operating equipment. They know the pain of a breakdown
Oh,
and how to support them. And the biggest thing we need in our company is people who want to work with people.
Yeah.
So all of our TMs in Canada are very similar personalities.
Mhm.
They actually waited for the right people to hire them. They just didn't hire anybody because they wanted to fill positions.
Yeah.
They waited till they found people. Like all of the TMs except in Quebec, we all hunt, we all fish, we're all very similar in that sense. So that we're all involved with our kids' sports, like we're part of the communities.
Yeah.
We don't want people who just wake up in the morning, go to work, go home. Like
You know, like I'm very
Yeah.
like not into it. You
No.
know, someone that's into their job and that's
and people that are motivated, like they don't want to hire somebody that has been in the same position for their whole life.
Yeah.
They want people where they see that they're every time they leave a job, they move on. It's not people who just go along sideways across the world.
Yeah.
It's people who keep climbing. So
and
that's what
is
we're
a willingness to learn a big thing that you look for?
you have to have an open mind.
Yeah.
Because coming to any manufacturer, you don't know the products.
Mhm.
So that's where you have to have the open mind. But you have to also, it's not so much willingness to learn. It's willingness to listen.
Yeah.
That's the biggest part.
Yeah.
Like anybody can read specs and know specs,
Yeah.
but you have to come in and be confident. You have to know things. It's not so much, yeah, like learning is learning, but it's not something we're looking for. It's not because you can teach anybody anything.
True.
It's more confidence in being who you are, being confident in what you sell. So
I got one more question
Okay.
for you, and I already forgot it. All right. How is this industry evolving? Agriculture, machinery.
Yep. Well, we can start with just tillage. In roughly 2000s, that's when the first high-speed disc came out.
Yep.
And now today, everybody and their brother makes one
Yeah.
because they saw a need. It's Europeans started it,
They see a demand, so they make the product.
so they do it. And every product here it has been built because the customer needed something, and Porsche said, "All right, we need to move that market. We
And
need to
I
figure
really,
this out."
I really love that about how you guys actually take like preferences and suggestions and actually
Yep.
put them into real life.
And that's how we evolve.
I think that's really admirable.
Because there's a 90-foot planner that plays on a video over there.
Yeah.
August of 2024, Michael Horsche was over visiting, and a customer said to him, "I need a 90-foot planner to do beans on 20-inch."
And he always works.
That spring, we had one in here to use. So all they did, they used the same row units, but everything else was reinvented.
Yeah.
The tank style, all of that. And Michael Horsche literally drew it out on paper on the flight home to Germany
He's a real smart guy, man.
and went into the engineering department that morning when he got there, said, "Boys, we're doing this." And by spring, we had one here.
That's awesome. And
Right.
have you sold more than just one of those for that one guy, or is
He's
it
bought
like
two.
all the bean planters?
You bought two.
He bought two.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
180 feet. That's
So-
awesome.
The industry is down right now. There's no question.
Mhm.
But because we're so innovative on our products, how we treat customers, we're seeing growth.
Yeah.
When the market is declining, which really helps out our dealers because most of our dealers aren't just Porsche. So they're seeing declines in their mainstream.
Yeah.
And then us as a short line for them, we're actually beating everybody else. Because of the innovation we have, the sprayer constantly changes. That seeder right there is a new gen.
Yeah.
It's 4-section, our old one is 2 sections. It's got individual scales on the tanks.
Yeah.
Because why? A customer really needed that.
Yeah.
And we've been asking for scales for a year. We got it now.
Customer service goes a long way.
Yeah.
In any industry, really, right? So
Yeah. And all of our product managers, we as TMs, and even my sales rep can follow me out to throw ideas out.
Yeah.
Like we're constantly evolving, and that's where our innovation is. I can't gauge it with the rest of the industry because it's nowhere near. We're leaps and bounds.
every great company comes from an idea.
Yeah.
So gotta have it, right?
Yeah. So yeah.
I
Hopefully that
appreciate
answered.
your time.
Yeah, no, it was good. Appreciate it.
What was your name?
Marcus.
I'm Jackson. Nice to meet you very
Nice to meet
much.
you too.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah, no
Mind if I
problem.
take a hat?
Oh, yeah.